All right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're at Lapping Park today, playing the back nine. The sun's coming out. It is a gorgeous day, and I've been shooting pretty good so far, so I'm having a blast out here. Yeah, not much else to say. Hole 10 here, 270. We've got a beautiful right gap or a left gap. The left gap, I feel like it plays to the backhand a little bit better. Because if you throw a forehand hyzer, I think it'll crash in a little bit too early. And then the backhand, I think that plays nicely for the hyzer. It looks like you want to throw it flat and just let the disc coast to the left. You don't really want it to dive, so I'll go with my straight Toro on a backhand here and see if we can put this close. Give it a little bit of height so it has time to cruise down. Oh yeah, that looks like it's parked. Well, we came up a little bit short, but I think that's better than going long. The only problem with this is that I've got a death putt. So do I run it or do I lay up? Ooh, something in between. Oh, not enough. Ooh, yeah, my second one is all the way at the bottom of the hill. So it's probably best to lay up on something like this, because that's probably, I don't know, 15 feet down there. Not a fun comebacker. Hole 11 is just a short little par 3, 265, right on top of the hill there. Right in the sun, that's perfect. I think I'll go with the range. Haven't been throwing this much lately off the tee, so we'll see. I feel like this is the perfect shape for it. Just throw it hard and just let it drift ever so slightly. Oh, dang. Just a little bit too much hyzer. A little bit too much left. Let's see if I can correct. There it is. Come on. Look at that drift. Oh my gosh. That's so good. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. So my first one here, just a little bit short. Not bad. Only off a little bit. Let's see if I can drain this. Uh-oh. All right, got to calibrate after taking off my jacket. Nope, not quite. That's more like it. Nice straight follow through. Oh yeah, that second one is parked. Ah! Daggone big camera. All right, let's try that again. All right. Hole 12 is a par 3. Hot diggity dog. This is a gnarly par 3. It's 340. I can't even see the basket. That's down there a ways. I think, if I remember correctly, it's off to the right just a little bit. So, let's see. I think I kind of just want to play for par. I could throw the hyzer flip on the left side and let it turn all the way over, or I could throw the forehand. I think I might. I want to go forehand, but I don't want it to skip right too far. I think I'll just go with my Grace. Try to get a good amount of distance, but not too big of a skip. Yes. Yes, go. Yes, that is so good. I don't think I could have dropped it in a better spot than that. It's as good as you can ask for. So from the tee, I had no idea where I was going. I knew it was this general direction, I guess, but I couldn't see the basket. I couldn't see the sleeve for the short one. And I'm in the circle, so I couldn't be happier. This is perfect. No! Oh man, that's been my miss today. It's just a little bit short. I've been trying to work on that lately to try to putt through the basket, not putt up to it. But I think mentally I've been I've been putting this way for so long, just barely trying to sneak it over the rim. Because on the baskets at Saraland, they used to be so bad at, you know, you hit dead center and you spit all the way through. So I feel like I just need to be more committed and putt through the basket, not up to it. All right, hole 13. Another par 3 at 380. This one seems a little shorter. This has got to be in the short position. This is only 307. And again, it's a straight forehand. So I'll go with the honor. Just pump it out there. Hard and flat. Oh no! Oh, come on. All right. Give the inertia just a little flick. It's a little bit of turn. Come on, hyzer back. Oh, hit a little Twizzler out there. All right. Well, I didn't make it very far off the tee, so work on my Toro approaches. Like I said earlier, trying to work on standstills a little bit more than with a run-up, and that seems to be working pretty good for me. There we go. Maybe a little bit too much power, but I feel like I'm getting these dialed in pretty nicely. They're feeling good. That Toro is just a weapon. I feel like I can use that so effectively on backhand, and I can just drop it right where I want it most of the time. I feel like I want to be able to do that with my forehand as well. So on the front nine, if you haven't watched that, I would definitely recommend it. This is such a beautiful course. I'm also taking suggestions on whether or not you like this style where I walk and talk through the course, through the fairways, or if you just want me to shut up and and just throw the disc and get after it. So let me know down in the comments below what you prefer, and I'll make it happen. All right, cleanup is done. Look at this, hole 14. What a beauty. Hole par 4, 515. This is one where, like I was talking about on the front nine, I could just throw a forehand and it would get just around the corner. Or if I go with a backhand with something really understable, it can just cruise to the right. So this is where the Soul, the Paradox, and the Uplink should shine. I think I'll throw the Soul and the Paradox. The Uplink is orange, and I don't want to be hunting for that for forever. So put this up nice and high, flat. Hopefully it'll just cruise to the right. No! Oh. All right. Let's try the Paradox. Oh yeah. It's on a nice steep angle. Turned over pretty quick. Grab this Soul real quick and toss it again. I would like a fair comparison between the two on a hole like this, because this is one of the reasons why I keep this in my bag, specifically for holes like this. So I want to test them out. That might have flipped a little bit too quick for what I want, because it did land on edge. So all right, so that was a little too high. It hit a bunch of stuff, but the Paradox got up and it turned quick, and it wanted to basically cut roll. So when it landed, it didn't really glide out. It basically landed on edge. And the Soul, when I got that up high, it was drifting, but it wasn't like flipping. So I don't know, I might have to play around with those just a little bit more, but man, the stability of the Soul is so good. Neither of those were exceptionally good, so I said I wasn't going to throw it, but I think I will. Oh, yes. Oh yeah. There's the stability I want. Just flippy enough to glide the whole way out, but not really get on edge like the Paradox did. So I think the Paradox might be coming out. It might be between the Uplink and the Soul. So even though the Soul and the Uplink had a better flight shape, I thought, the Paradox is the only one that was in the middle of the fairway. The Soul was left side, and so was the Uplink. So that tells you something. I'm basically right next to the blue tee. So from here, it's only 250. It says 250, but might be closer to 300. I think I'll go stand still with the inertia and try to get a little bit of a flip up on the left side. Just like that. Should finish straight. Yes. Wow. That was super lucky. I wanted it to finish nice and straight, but man, this is a tricky fairway. Like, you throw even a flip up forehand like that, and it still wants to finish right down the hill. I love holes like this where they seem straightforward, but they're technical and a little bit tricky. But I definitely got lucky there. I would have been in the rough a bit without that last tree kick. This put me real close. Oh, come on. There we go. It's that, don't just try to get it there. Need a little bit more spin. I feel like the dexterity is in my hand. It's so close to being the perfect temperature. It's just chilly enough where like things aren't quite as mobile as I would like them to be. So the snap and the release seems to be just a little bit delayed. Hole 15 here is a par 3. This is pretty unique in that it's basically a Y. One fairway goes off this way for one basket location and the other goes to the left. They're both about 300 feet, but today it's in the left position. Honestly, it looks like you want to throw like a stand-up hyzer. So I'll go with my flippy inertia on quite a bit of hyzer and see if I can get it to stand up almost the whole way. Oh yeah, look at that! Go! Oh my gosh. Did you see how much hyzer I put that on? It was like 45 degrees or more. And it just barely stood up the whole way. Oh, that's a really pretty flight. Also, that's such a technical shot, and you really need to know your discs for a shot like that. This course, if you're in the area or if you're traveling through, I would definitely recommend coming here. It's Lapping Park in southern Indiana, just on the other side of the river from Louisville. So if you have a chance, definitely come out and hit this course up. It's got so many different shot shapes. You will not be disappointed. But there is a decent amount of elevation, so come prepared. All right. This is such a fun hole because like you come around the corner and even if you get tangled up in some of these trees, it's not just like, oh, I'm just going to pitch it up and I'll get a par no matter what. Like there's a ditch running behind it. You could send it long. It's a little bit downhill, so speed control is pretty important. So much fun. All right, we made it to hole 16. It's only 280 feet, but there's just a little bit of a headwind right to left. So I want to go with a forehand, and with the wind, I mean, it's so straight. I don't really need it to finish right. So I'll go with the Toro, my straighter one. And I don't really need that much distance. If I get a good snap on it, it should carry. Uh-oh. Come on. Okay. So a little bit of wobble on the release. Rolled my wrist a little bit, trying to get that extra little bit of power. See if I can correct it. There we go. All right, that's up there. All right, we'll get a little catch cam set up over here. So I was just a little bit straighter than what I would have liked, which that's not bad. I'm still in the circle. There we go. Yes. Getting better at these straddle putts. They're not quite as intimidating anymore. So I'm draining them pretty well today. Hole 17, par 3, 337. So there's a mando left of the corner, and it basically just bends around to the right. But as soon as you get to the corner, there's a valley, so it dips down, and then the basket is on a pretty severe slope. So I think I just want to punch a forehand out there, keep it a little bit high, and have it dig into the side of the hill there. We've got a little bit of a right to left, so I'll disc up to arrive. It's 330, but with how high I'm going, I don't need to really juice this thing. Oh, push. Come on. All right, let's try that again. There we go. All right, so I hit a tree pretty early. So we'll see if I can scramble to save the par. Go with the sole. Well, that's not going to do it. All right, let's try the paradox. There we go. What's up there? All right, so my second drive, right at the edge of the circle, a little bit short. Right over here. Not sure if I'm in frame, but just a little short. And the paradox came in on too steep of an angle and cut rolled back down here. It landed close, but got a pretty gnarly roll away, so let's see if we can just scramble. Man, right off the band. Oh, and then off the cage. Shoot. Well, can't win them all. Well, I've made it to the beautiful hole 18, and I have no idea where the fairway even is. It looks like there's a little bit of a gap on the right side and a little bit of a gap on the, a little gap on the right and a little gap on the left. But I have no idea, like, where the fairway goes from here. I can see the blue tee down there, so I could just pitch up like a Toro, maybe 150, 200 feet up there. But it's 600 feet to the pin. So what I think I might do is just let something rip on the left side, go with my flippier Grace, and just try to bite off a ton of distance. Yes! Oh my gosh. No! Where was that tree? What the heck? Oh, I want to throw another one so bad, but it looks pretty thick down there, so I'll just throw one, be conservative. So for a disc to be standing up like this, that took a long time to find. I walked right past it like 4 times. So I don't want to just lay up, but I think that's my best option. Come on. I'm a little bit frustrated. I feel like this is the only hole on the course that I've been frustrated with. Like, come on guys, what's up with all this underbrush? Like, I get it. It's a lot to maintain, but at the same time, like, it's not fun to have almost no fairway to get through. Like, where's the fairway? I will say, once you get across this, the next shot should be a little better. All right, so now we made it. At least we made it to the fairway. From here, I have no idea where the basket is, other than it's up on the hill. So, I'm just gonna chuck it up there with the honor. No! Oh! All right, here we go. That is a little less than ideal. Wow. All right, we're not out of this yet. All right. Well, that wraps up my round here at Lapping. I feel like I'm a little salty with the way that things ended. Just one of those days, I guess. The course is beautiful. It's a perfect day. But when you end around with a double, I feel like I just want to play one more hole. But that's going to wrap it up for me today. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you get the opportunity to come out here, it's a great course. Don't let me... hole 18 is just tricky. So if you play it smart, you won't have as much trouble as I did. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.